Um, oh man, oh that's good. Tell you, nothing like beer and White Castle after this experience. The fear of everything that happened, as bizarre and just unreal, just gone. Oh, I feel so comfortable, so safe. I want everyone to have that feeling. Everybody to have that feeling. I want to talk about how to draw Thor closer to you. Some of the old imagery of Thor. Thor's tree is the oak, without question. Thor is seen oftentimes in a shamanic way as a mighty oak tree with a gigantic eagle on top of it, with a thunderstorm in the sky, and a bear at the bottom of the oak tree sharpening his claws, also carving in runes, and a bull sharpening his horns, carving in runes at the bottom of the oak tree. And this symbolizes the fact that Thor watches over the earth. He is the eagle in the sky. He is the bear that can travel deep into the earth. And he is the bull that can take care of all the other women and children. Cattle was very important to the Norse people because that was their livelihood. In fact, Fihu and Yorus are cattle signs and said to sound like cattle. And they are the first and second runes in the rune cycle, so that tells you how important they were. And old Norse people, it was their clans were cattle clans. So the bull, the mighty bull, watched over the calves and the cows and taught the other bulls how to fight and how to propagate their species. So in that way, and one of the even older versions of Thor is lightning striking an oak branch and fire erupting. These are the primordial symbols of Thor. This is the strength, the shamanic triggers of the deep subconscious that is Thor. Thor as the giant Viking, giant Norseman, that's a great physical representation of him, but he's so much more. He's so much bigger. Wow. He just does something to my heart that you'd have to experience. And I've seen him in so many different ways. He's been so close to me for so long. I'm sharing a lot with you, but I feel like it's time to do that. You get a fresher perspective of who this voice is. And one day I would love to step in front of the camera and actually perform a lot of stuff that I do. I do strength feats in Thor's name, bending iron bars and bending horseshoes and whatnot. But those images will draw Thor closer. His colors are red and gold. So I've seen red, gold, and green and white also do well. He loves beer. Loves beer. Pour him a beer. He will be greatly appreciative. His wife, Sif, who is another beautiful Norwegian earth goddess, her hair is the golden grain and corn. So wines, especially ales and beer, there's a different mystery with that too. So forget the wine part right now. But definitely ale, beer, any fermented drink that's made with grain and corn and hops and the like are all very much favored by Thor. He doesn't take much else. Again, he's a god of the common man. Most of your actions that will honor him are your actual actions, living as a good honest, strong human being, standing up for what you believe in, standing up for those around you, not being a bully, being humble, being approachable and helpful and of value to others. These are the things that we need the most. And not expecting anything in return. Remember, you're not elitist jerk off. You're an honest human being who does things because it's right. And there's so much strength in that. And once you decide that you're no longer going to be afraid, there's so much courage that happens. It's almost as though you will find your greatest safety comes from being in danger. It's just the way it is. And, you know, asking for Thor's protection is powerful protection. I can't tell you how many times I've been in gnarly situations and I have just uttered Thor's name and suddenly things become manageable. There's so many, I'm just not even going to go into examples, but trust me, when I have to perform an exorcism or when I have to get rid of something in my astral dream space, Thor is the first name I scream, and usually only one. And I have actually woken myself up screaming his name, chasing things out of my dream space or bringing his hammer down upon its skull. I have heard myself in my own lucid dreams. I could hear my physical body screaming out his name. That's a trip. So this is Thor, people. This is my greatest, most beloved patron. And, you know, I'm a little drunk. I'm a little spacey. And I hope this made sense, because this is the kind of honoring and information that needs to be out there. And if you are going to work with a powerful, powerful, earth-based patron, you know, really, really get to know Thor, you will definitely thank me. Thank you for spending some time with me.